London, England, July 16, 1988, 9:47 p.m. LaVelle Smith moved into position for Smooth Criminal. This was it. The moment she'd rehearsed 10,000 times. Wembley Stadium, 72,000 people. Michael Jackson's Bad World Tour, the biggest show on earth. LaVelle was 22 years old. Backup dancer, third row, stage left. 2 years of auditions to get here, 6 months of rehearsals. Everything she'd ever wanted. The music started. Michael hit his mark. The dancers moved as one unit. Perfect synchronization. LaVelle knew every step, every count, every breath. "Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?" Row formation. Slide left. Arms up. Spin. Lock. LaVelle felt it on the second verse. Chest tightness. Not muscle fatigue. Something else. She kept dancing. This was Wembley. You don't stop at Wembley. Sharp pain. Left arm going numb. She missed a count. First time in 6 months. The other dancers noticed. Quick glance. Keep moving. Show must go on. LaVelle's vision started to blur. You've been hit by, you've been struck by. Her left leg buckled. She caught herself. Kept moving. Smile fixed on her face. The pain in her chest became a fist. Squeezing. A Smooth Criminal. LaVelle collapsed. 1 second she was dancing. Next second she was on the stage floor. 72,000 people watching. The music kept playing. Michael was mid-spin. He saw her fall in his peripheral vision. He stopped. Mid-move, mid-song, held up his hand. The band stopped. Took them 4 seconds to cut the music. The silence in Wembley Stadium was deafening. Michael ran to LaVelle. She was on her back, eyes open but unfocused, gasping, hands clutching her chest. He dropped to his knees beside her. "LaVelle, look at me." She couldn't speak, couldn't breathe right. Michael looked up, shouted to the wings. "Medic." Now, 72,000 people watched in complete silence. Other dancers stood frozen. Nobody knew what to do. Michael took off his jacket, rolled it up, put it under LaVelle's head. "You're okay," he said. "You're going to be okay. Look at me. Keep looking at me." LaVelle's lips were turning blue. Cardiac arrest. Michael didn't know the medical term, but he knew what dying looked like. He took her hand. "Stay with me, LaVelle. Stay with me. Help is coming." 34 seconds had passed since she collapsed. Paramedics were running from the tunnel. Still 15 seconds away. Michael leaned close to LaVelle's ear, spoke so only she could hear. "You're not alone. I'm here. You're not alone." He squeezed her hand. She squeezed back. Weak. But there. Paramedics arrived. 47 seconds since collapse. They pushed Michael aside, started working. Oxygen mask, checking pulse, loading her onto stretcher. Michael stood up, faced 72,000 people. "Ladies and gentlemen, please. Everyone just stay calm. She's going to be okay. She's going to be okay." He wasn't sure if he believed it. They carried LaVelle out. Michael followed to the stage wings. Tour manager grabbed his arm. "Michael, you need to finish the show." "What? 72,000 people. We can't just." "I'm not finishing the show, Michael." I said no. He walked to his dressing room. The lights came up. Announcer told the crowd the show was cancelled. Medical emergency. Refunds available. Some people booed. Most just stood there, shocked. Michael didn't hear any of it. Royal London Hospital, 11:34 p.m. Michael sat in the waiting room, still in his concert clothes. No disguise, no security, just him. Nurse walked out. "Mr. Jackson." He stood up. "She's stable. We got her heart restarted, but she's not out of danger. Can I see her?" "She's sedated. Maybe tomorrow." "I'll wait." "Sir, it could be hours." "I'll wait." He sat back down. At 6:17 a.m., they let him in. LaVelle was awake. Tubes everywhere. Heart monitor beeping, steady rhythm. She saw Michael and started crying. "I'm so sorry," she said. "I'm so sorry I ruined the show." Michael pulled a chair close to the bed. "LaVelle, you didn't ruin anything. 72,000 people. I collapsed in front of 72,000 people, and 72,000 people watched you survive. That's what they'll remember." She wiped her eyes. "The doctors said my heart. There's damage. Congenital defect they never caught. It's been there my whole life. Dancing triggered it." Michael waited. "They said I can't dance anymore." Her voice broke. "Ever. If I push my heart like that again, I'll die." "Okay. Okay. Michael, dancing is all I have. It's all I am." "No," Michael said quietly. "It's all you were." LaVelle stared at him. "You think I don't know what you do?" Michael continued. "I watch you in rehearsals. You don't just dance. You fix other dancers' technique. You adjust formations. You remember every single count of every single number. You see the whole picture. That's not." "LaVelle, I've worked with 100 dancers. Maybe 5 of them could do what you do, and none of them could do it as well. What are you saying?" Michael leaned forward. "I'm saying dancing isn't the only way to move people." Silence except for the heart monitor. "You've been watching from behind me for 2 years, Michael said. "Learning, absorbing, understanding. Now it's time to step in front." "In front how?" "Choreography, teaching, creating." "LaVelle, your dancing career is over, but your dance career is just beginning." She shook her head. "I don't know how to choreograph." "Yes, you do. You just don't know you know." "Michael, I want you to choreograph The Way You Make Me Feel remix for the next leg of the tour. New version. Your vision. You create it. I'll perform it." LaVelle couldn't speak, and after the tour ends, Michael continued, "I'm going to recommend you to people. Janet, Madonna, Prince, everyone I know, because you have something they need." "What?" "You understand movement from the inside, because you lived it, and now you'll create it." Tears ran down LaVelle's face. "I'm scared," she whispered. "Good. That means you care. What if I fail?" "Then you fail, but you fail doing something that matters. That's better than never trying." Michael stood up. "Get better. Come back to rehearsal when doctors clear you. Not to dance, to teach." He walked to the door, stopped, turned back. "LaVelle, last night you died for 47 seconds. Your heart stopped. And in those 47 seconds, something ended, but something else started. You get to choose what that something else is." He left. LaVelle lay there staring at the ceiling. 47 seconds. 6 weeks later, LaVelle stood in the rehearsal studio, not in dancer clothes, in regular clothes, clipboard in hand. Michael's dancers were there, waiting. "Okay," LaVelle said. Her voice shook. "Let's start from the top." She taught them the new The Way You Make Me Feel choreography. Her choreography. It was different from what Michael usually did. More fluid, more storytelling, less about precision, more about emotion. The dancers learned it in 3 hours, usually took 2 days. Michael watched from the corner, said nothing. When they finished the first run-through, LaVelle looked at him. "What do you think?" Michael smiled. "I think you just became a choreographer." The remix performance happened in Tokyo, September 1988. LaVelle watched from the wings, her choreography, her vision. On the biggest stage in the world, it killed. The crowd went insane. After the show, Michael found LaVelle backstage. "That's what I was talking about," he said. "You moved 50,000 people tonight. Never stepped on stage. It felt different than dancing. Better or worse?" LaVelle thought about it. "Different, but good different. Good." Michael handed her a piece of paper. "Phone number. That's Janet's manager. Call tomorrow. She needs a choreographer for her next tour. I told her about you." "Michael, I've never." "You have now." LaVelle Smith choreographed Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation tour. Then she choreographed for En Vogue, TLC, Destiny's Child, Beyoncé, Britney Spears. She became one of the most influential choreographers in pop music history. MTV Video Music Awards, Grammy performances, Super Bowl halftime shows, all LaVelle. But she never forgot Wembley Stadium, July 16, 1988. The night her heart stopped. In a 2009 interview, journalist asked her, "Do you regret that night, the collapse, losing your dancing career?" LaVelle thought for a long moment. "I regret the pain my family went through. I regret scaring people, but regret the outcome? No. Why not? Because Michael was right. Dancing isn't the only way to move people, and if my heart hadn't stopped that night, I never would have discovered what I was really meant to do, which is create movement, not perform it. There's a difference. Performers interpret. Choreographers imagine. I was a good performer, but I'm a great choreographer." Did Michael know that about you before you knew it yourself? LaVelle smiled. Michael knew a lot of things before people knew them about themselves. That was his gift, seeing potential nobody else could see. When Michael Jackson died in 2009, LaVelle was choreographing Beyoncé's world tour. She got the news backstage in rehearsal. Beyoncé found her in the dressing room, crying. "You okay?" LaVelle shook her head. 21 years ago, my heart stopped on stage. Michael held my hand and told me I wasn't alone. 3 days later, he gave me a new life, and I never got to thank him. I think he knew, Beyoncé said. How? Because every time one of us performs choreography you created, we're thanking him, we're proving he was right about you. At Michael's memorial service, LaVelle sat in the back. Performers filled the stage, dancers, singers, people Michael had discovered, encouraged, believed in. LaVelle realized something. This room was full of people like her, people whose lives Michael had changed with a conversation, a suggestion, a moment of belief. When nobody else believed, the world knew Michael Jackson as a performer, but the people in this room knew him as something else, someone who saw potential, someone who spoke life into dying dreams, someone who understood that when one path closes, another opens. If someone shows you where to look, LaVelle Smith still choreographs, still teaches, still creates. On her studio wall she keeps one photograph. Wembley Stadium, July 16, 1988. Michael kneeling beside her on stage, her collapsed, him holding her hand. 72,000 people watching. Underneath the photo, a quote she wrote. "The night I died for 47 seconds, Michael Jackson taught me that endings are just beginnings wearing different clothes."